episode 7's mission was the Wibbly Wobbly Bridge. Claudia picked names out of a bag to see which pair would go together. All they had to do was one, walk across this rickety bridge, climbing over obstacles as they went, and stepping on the markers for £500 each time. There was also a shield along the way up for grabs, whilst the other person was supposed to catch the shield bag at the other end, also guide them to get across. If you fall off the bridge at any time, you can only bank the amount of money that you have raised along the way by stepping on the markers. If their guide catches the shield at the other end, then they can add another £500 to the prize fund. So the person that catches the shield bag from each team can choose whether to put somebody's portrait up for a shield. So it's only beneficial really if you go last, because your portrait can be taken off at any point during the game unless you are last. The first pair were Alan and Kate. Alan was doing the walking across the bridge. Kate was supposed to be guiding him. I don't think Alan quite realised how wobbly the bridge was until he stepped on it. I think this has got to be one of the funniest things I've seen in ages, is wailing and screeching, wobbling. He made it even worse because his knees were shaking the whole time. All throughout, no, no, no. The noises that were coming out of his mouth, I've never heard it come out of a human before. I don't think. So, yeah, Alan is something else. Very much out of his comfort zone, but he did it. He did it. So, well done to Alan. The next pair were Nick and Jonathan, and Nick chose to walk the bridge. He barely moved that bridge even at all. He crept like a slinky little cat across that bridge. But he walked across there like it was the easiest thing he'd ever done. Made it all the way across, threw the shield bag across, and leapt off like it was nothing. The next pairing was Celia and Kat, and Kat was walking across the bridge. She was extremely brave, and I think I'd be just as terrified, even though I think I could do it. I think I'd be just as terrified as she was, and we've definitely seen a different side to her than we have throughout the series so far. She always comes across as quietly confident, but you could definitely tell she was very insecure in this, but she managed it, so well done to her. Celia went to pick up Kat's portrait to put on the shield plaque. She then went, actually, I went to pick up her own as a joke, and then was like, oh, yeah, I'm just joking. The last pair was Joe and David. To go across the bridge was Joe, and obviously he's quite big and strong, being a rugby player. He really reminded me of Donkey Kong and Wreck-It Ralph going across that bridge, as if he was trying to walk a tightrope. Rugby players aren't known for their elegance. Joe made it to the end of the bridge and leapt off without warning. He fluttered off like a little ballerina. He reminded me a lot of Cupid from Tangled. Who was the last one to get a shield? Thank goodness it was Joe, because I feel like he was really under threat. But he has been a brilliant traitor hunter so far. If only they would listen to him. He really needs that shield tonight.